Hello, and welcome to another thrilling review on the Music Go Round. Don't worry, folks, you can all get upset with me and pissed off with me because I express an opinion contrary to your own. You know what it's like. Opinions, eh? Who'd have 'em? Anyway, this is Eat the Elephant from A Perfect Circle. It's their fourth studio album. It's been something like 13, 14 years since their last one. So, yeah, I don't know if any of you are familiar with The Perfect Circle. They're kind of a Tool offshoot because old James, I always get his name the wrong way around. Maynard James Keenan. I always want to call him James Maynard Keenan for some reason. Maynard James Keenan and his guitar tech made a record, and they're making more record. On the Wikipedia page, which I've got up here, says the album was released on the 20th of April. That was last week. It says genre progressive rock. So maybe we should scrub this and make it prog review. What do you reckon? Should we do that? Let's make this prog review 577. How about that? I've you know, just twisted things there. You see what I've done? Yeah. So anyway, it's it's another album, and it's, well, what can I say? It's an album of the times. It's one of those records about the times. It's about the now. Lots of themes of what's happening, what's happening in society and what's going on. Even the title track or title of the album, Eat the Elephant, alludes to, could be seen as alluding to the political party, the Republicans in America, because their symbol's an elephant. Or it could be a little bit more ambiguous than that. It could be alluding to the elephant in the room. There is an elephant in the room. I don't know. I think, again, reading interviews with Maynard James Keenan, he wants to keep it ambiguous. He wants it ambiguous so that, because all the politicians are the same, blah blah blah. Politics never sold anything, did it really? Which is, I don't know, kind of a way. So anyway, it opens with Eat the Elephant. What you notice on this record is they've kind of forgone a lot of the harder riffy kind of guitar-y kind of stuff, and it's more atmosphere. We're going atmosphere. What an atmosphere. Get a Russ Abbott line in. Only the people in the UK of a certain age are going to get that reference. So yeah, it starts with Eat the Elephant, which is, I'm not sure exactly what it's about. I don't know if it's about eating an elephant. Roast the Rhino. That could have been a title, couldn't it? Yeah. Saute a zebra. It doesn't quite work because saute is with an S. Zebra's got a Z, so it's not alliterative, is it? So it doesn't quite work. I'm making this all up in my head as I go along. And it opens the album in suitably atmospheric style. Again, it's kind of about stepping up, I think there might be a baseball allusion in it. It's about stepping up to the plate or something like that. I don't know. I was too busy thinking about the elephant. This is followed by Disillusioned, and it's a bit, now the cards are on the table, because this song is the hub which the album rotates around. I believe. I think it's probably it's the most important track on the record. I think, because it's the map. It's the map, because it expresses, well, with Disillusioned. And I think, again, as somebody who's fucking ancient, look at me, fucking ancient, I've become one of the disillusioned, because years ago, when the internet first became a thing, became a presence, I saw great good in it. I saw, wow, this could be a really interesting way of people connecting and people self-publishing and getting their art and music and whatnot out there, and I saw it as a very positive force. But now, how many years down the line has it been? 20 odd years down the line, or longer than that. 25 years down the line, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. And this, again, alludes to that disillusionment, and about it all being a bit of a distraction and it not being all what it seems. And yeah, I mean, it touched me. Oh, Maynard James Keenan touched me. Can you show me with the doll where he touched you, Mr. Locke? Yeah, so it chimed. Bang! Wait a minute, let me do this properly. It chimed with me. Hey, do my own special effects now. I can do sound effects. It chimed. And I liked it. Thought it was a good track. Same with the contrarian. Again, a contrarian is somebody who often takes the opposite view to you, just for the point of being a fucking pain in the arse. It's a bit like the YouTube comment section, really. One of the reasons I'm not a big fan of having any kind of relationship, not in a physical way, with men, is there's always one guy who's going to be scoring points, who wants to be the alpha male. You'll say the sky's blue and he'll argue that it isn't. That's my limited experience of social interactions with men. And even my own mother was a contrarian, but I think that was something else to do with in her head. But yeah, there's nothing worse than being around somebody who will. So I'm just rustling some papers. Being around somebody who will just pick you to pieces, and again chimed with me again. It chimed. It did. Chimed. And again, there's a theme here. The doomed. Again, it's more a take on religion. Yeah. There's a couple of things that pokes. That was me illustrating poking religion. Then probably one of my favourite tracks on the record is "So Long and Thanks for All the Fish," which is again, if you know your Douglas Adams, and you should do. If you come here, you should immediately go off and read your Douglas Adams. It was the thing that the Dolphins said before they left the planet, before it was destroyed by the Vogon constructor fleet. And again, it's a kind of end of an era kind of song, saying goodbye to people like Gene Wilder and Muhammad Ali and Carrie Fisher and all those famous people, all those icons. And again, that is that moving from one time to another. And again, it's a bit sad, really, but I like it. Talk again is about I think it's about religion. I know Jesus is mentioned a lot. Down by the River, yeah, that's not too bad. Delicious has a really good instrumental bit in the middle of it that I liked. DLB is again, I'm rattling through because I realised I'm going on. DLB is an instrumental which is all right, and I think the album should have really ended there. The album is 57 minutes 7 seconds. Actually, no, I think we can keep Hourglass, but Feathers and Get the Lead Out. I don't know. They was just like the strangulated fart from a corpse. They didn't engage me like the other songs did, and I got the feeling that the band were kind of running on empty. The album ends with a whimper rather than a bang, which is a shame. Or is it? I don't know. Maybe that's the theme of the record. I don't know. Maybe the world does indeed end with a whimper, not a bang. T.S. Eliot reference. But yeah, I thought it was. Again, when these records get to the hour mark, what I'm like. I'm a creature who's born with vinyl, and vinyl had a runtime of between 35 and 43 minutes, I think it was. That was the optimum vinyl length. So my attention span tends to drift off, especially when these songs are a bit samey, in terms of production. They're not the same, not exactly the same. When I say samey, people go, "How can you possibly say that?" I just did. To me, they feel like, again, there is a sameness to this because of the instrumentation and the production used. The real revelation on the record for me is Maynard James Keenan. I'm going to get it right. His voice. He's finally settled into his voice. The problem with his singing on Tool and some of the other Perfect Circle albums is he's got this Maynard James Keenan voice, obviously. But style. He's got this style which is You know, it can grate after a while. But here, he's calmed down a bit, and he's like I said, settled into his voice. There's parts where he sounds like Brian Molko from Placebo, which is not a bad thing. So yeah, you get the feeling that, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to sing it this way. You know, he's looking at other ways of expressing his voice, and that's a good thing. So yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a good record. A little bit overlong, but yeah, I'm always gonna say that. But it hit those pressure points again, a bit like the Roger Waters album last year. It's a record of its time, and we need records like this because the digital culture we've got is very poor. Because the problem with digital culture is it lets morons, you know, have the same equality as the clever people. And the problem is stupid is attracted to stupid, and there are an awful lot of fucking stupid people out there. And so that's why you see YouTube in the state it's in, and whereas all the smart people, well, you can't find the videos. They're buried under under the detritus of the YouTube idiot, which is a great shame. Or all my content shit and nobody likes it. That's probably actually closer to the truth. Wait a minute. I think I'll just bang that again. It's a bit like the Gong Show, isn't it? Who remembers that one? So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought, again, it's a very good departure from... I think it's the strongest album. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Nom de Plume, whatever it's called. Nom de Mer, isn't it? Is that the one? But again, problem with that one it was a bit samey, wasn't it? A bit chuggy, that one. Whereas I like this. This was, again, there's a maturity there. You know, there's a maturity which I enjoyed. I thought was good. So yeah, in terms of rating, I'm going to give this 4 hourglasses. No, actually, scrub that. I'm going to give it 4 feathers out of 5. It's 4 feathers out of 5. Feather knocked off for the length of it. Again, I think if it had been a little bit shorter, and maybe the track listing just jiggered around somewhat. You know, maybe should have ended on So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. That should have been the last, because that feels like a finale, if you know what I mean. It would have been a more satisfying album for me, because it's my opinion. Oh, you're wrong. You're always wrong. Don't know why I'd have the YouTube comments on, to be honest. But anyway, thank you for watching. Oh, I had a terrible night's sleep. I did. Oh, I feel very tired. Terrible. Very disjointed sleep. You ever get that? Very disjointed. I was up at 5:25 and I couldn't get back to sleep again. And what can you do? But anyway, don't forget, if you love this content, if you love it, you know, if it gives you a little bit of a chubby, you can give me money via patreon.com/lock. Please do. Please, because the YouTube money is not. It's on the way. It's on the way down. That's why I don't buy any records anymore. I use this money to feed my kids. E-bugger. I don't care. I'm a lovely e-bugger, me. I'm honest about it. I don't give a shit. You know that. What was that? What? You're all right under there. And also, there's the social media, the Facebooks and the Twitters, where. Well, Facebook's just a fucking mess, isn't it? But I quite enjoy Twitter. Yeah, it's all right. I've got an Instagram, but I don't know what the fuck it's for. And as for Google Plus, nobody knows what that's all about. So yeah, I'm on there as well, which is nice. Periscope, is that social media? I suppose Periscope is. And then there's the Twitter. There's loads. It's all in the description. And that's it. Don't forget to smash that like button and ring the bell. And you know, I think that's it. And I've gone on now. And if you're wondering what the little bit of thingy at the end is, it's so that there's the custom cards come up with my face, so you can subscribe and watch some more videos, just in case anybody wondered what the fuck that was all about. So yeah, I've been talking about Eat the Elephant by a perfect circle. And a thoroughly enjoyable album it is too. thoroughly enjoyable. I mean, you've had this and the Manics album. I think some very strong records out there, considering rock and roll's dead, isn't it? But yeah, thank you for watching. There's only one more thing left to say, and is this a prog review or the merry-go-round? I can't remember. It's a prog review. So prog on. I'm confusing myself. I'm confused.